Let's be honest, food waste disposal is just as important as clean cooking. Well, Tero Compost has emerged as a revolutionary solution harnessing advanced technology to transform food waste into nutrient-rich compost. But just how practical is it? In this review, we delve into the practicality and efficiency of Tero Compost, providing insights into its technology, functionality, and usage for small households and larger families. Let's be real, the traditional composting method may be the way to go, but it's not the best way of food disposal in our modern households. Does that mean we can rely on an electric composter packed with technology and big claims? Well, that's something to look forward to. The Tero Compost was launched in 2021. It garnered attention in the media, often being labeled as an eco-friendly countertop composter. But how truthful is this statement? That's purely debatable till one tries it, although many households opted for this ever since as a way to deter from traditional composters. Not everyone's experience has been the same. Now, here's something you should understand in the first place. Tero's functionality and technology differ significantly from classic composters. It claims to lower the carbon footprint associated with the food you eat at home, and instead of relying on natural decomposition, its technology is supposed to employ heat and grinding to process food waste, resulting in a concentrated dry soil-like element. Now, the question is, does it really produce nutrient-rich fertilizer, or is it just ground-up dirt? We'll see shortly. The first thing that grabbed our attention was it looked almost like an electric bread maker. Yeah, not even kidding! The second thing that shocked us was that it claimed to recycle food waste up to 90%. Also, its fast and automatic process was supposed to transform waste within 3 to 8 hours into nutrient fertilizer without noise or odor. We naturally became skeptical because all these sounded like bold claims. Before putting anything inside, we went through the user's guidelines to know what kind of food scraps it could compost. While trying, Tero operated through 3 cycles: heat, grind, and cooling. The heat cycle lasted approximately an hour and resulted in heating this device and dehydrating the food scraps. We filled out the bucket with leftover food, orange peels, eggshells, small bones, potato skin, and leftover veggies. We were not sure whether it could compost anything moist, that's why we added mostly dry food. Then, it was time to press the start button and wait for the moment of truth. It took more than 4 hours to compost all the food scraps. The result was pretty impressive, but it was quite evident that the ground soil blend was not fertilizer. Frankly, Tero's end product didn't pack the same punch as they proclaimed. Without microbes or fungi, it's nothing more than ground-up, dehydrated food waste. Its fast cycle and high heat attempted to rush the breakdown instead of mimicking the natural processes of composting. There's a high possibility such questionable dirt won't bring any visible benefits to houseplants. So you see, it's better not to raise expectation to get authentic fertilizer. On the brighter side, we noticed a reduction in the size of the food scraps, around 80% shrinkage, if not 90% to be precise. Now, let's turn our attention to the electricity it consumed, how much noise it made, and the odor factor. They claim the energy consumption does not exceed 1 kilowatt-hour per complete cycle, and this is something we could rely on as it's similar to what you might expect from running a slow cooker. But there was a downside regarding the noise. As maximum power, we realized it was not completely quiet, rather it made some noise while operating. Well, surely it wasn't a heavy metal sound effect, but it was not tranquil either. And finally, let's get into the smell. The first few cycles have good results, 0 lingering odors, and food waste that came out perfectly dry and browned. But gradually the food cycling process started emitting a tangy, unpleasant fragrance of cider vinegar. At a point, it became tough to put up with the pungent smell. Nevertheless, it continued to effectively dehydrate and preserve the food scraps as expected. Now, let's get back to practicality. To people like us who mostly live in small apartments, this compost bin seemed to be a good addition as a simplified way of waste disposal. Hold on, we're not done yet. The fertilizer issue proved to be a bit disappointing. As a suggestion for people with larger families and a house with a backyard, Tero compost might not be your safest and most efficient bet. You may prefer sticking to the good old traditional method of composting even if it's a bit time-consuming and requires regular tending. By doing so, you will get natural fertilizer with rich nutrient, not just dried-up dirt that this device produced. Now, honestly, we're not bashing this innovative creation because we indeed found it to be useful and practical for smaller families with less food waste. After all, at the end of the day, your preference and needs will speak better for yourself. So that was our review on the Tero Compost. If you enjoyed our video and found it helpful, please hit the like button, comment, and share this. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this on your feed.